I tell you, some days things don't go right.
Hey, come on, where's that never say die spirit?
Well, how am I going to go to San Francisco? I mean, with all the problems with the shelters.
What, San Francisco?
I have an interview with Dominique Vega.
Oh, really? When did this come in?
I got a call a little earlier. I have to leave the day after tomorrow.
Oh, well, you can't go, Brooke.
I can't go?
No, you just said yourself you got the shelter, and what about Jamie to take care of?
I'm not going to be gone that long. What's the matter? What's the matter?
Okay, I don't want you to go. Don't you know that I'm going to miss you like crazy? In case you've forgotten, I love you. Need a red cap, lady?
You're here.
And at your service.
How did you do that? You didn't even know what plane I was coming in.
I know a lot about you. Not nearly enough.
Oh, thank you. Now I don't have to get my own luggage, or I don't have to hail a cab.
Or baggage
oh,
claim,
that was
but
so
look,
nice.
there is more.
Oh, look.
The welcoming committee.
Oh, my little babe. How are you? Can you come here and give me a kiss? Oh, I missed you.
We're so glad you're home, darling.
Oh, thank you. This was so nice of you to do this.
Well,
thank you.
I can't take any of the credit. It was all Edmund's idea.
Oh, thank you. This is so nice
Well, you
of
two men missed you, right, Jamie?
Yeah?
Yeah.
But this is the best homecoming I ever had. Yes, it is. I really feel like I'm home.
Oh, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Well, now that you've finally located your luggage, why don't you two just take off? What about you? Oh, Edmund and I came in separate cars. Besides, I have a date with Jamie here. We're going to go to the zoo, aren't we, sweetheart?
The zoo? You and Jamie are going to the zoo?
Absolutely. I adore watching the seals. And I promised him faithfully I would go to the monkey habitat. So, you two are free to do whatever. Give your mommy a goodbye kiss and tell her we'll see you later.
Oh, thank you. All right, you have a wonderful time at the zoo.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, away we go. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Here we go. Doo-doo. There we go.
Don't run over anyone. Subtle, isn't she?
Hey, I wrote the script. She just delivered the lines perfectly.
I'm beginning to think that you really missed me.
Well, where did I get you alone? You'll see how much. Come on, let's go someplace private.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. I can't.
That's not in the script.
I'm sorry. I have an appointment.
Well, cancel it.
Oh, it's with Angelique.
Oh, great. She'll understand.
No, you know, she's very excited about this benefit that she's doing for the shelter. And after all, you know, the shelter is my baby, so...
How long is this going to take?
I don't know. I'd much rather be with you, believe me.
All right, good. Well, then, I'll see you later.
Why don't you come with me?
What, to Wildwind?
Well, I mean, you're involved in the shelter, too.
Now, wait a minute. Aren't you the person who said stay away from Angelique? You're, getting too much involved in her life?
Well, that was when I was, jealous and insecure.
Oh, but you're not anymore.
No, I'm not. Now that I know the reason the two of you were so close, I'm not.
Well, that's good.
Well, come on. I mean, you know, helping with this benefit is not exactly interfering, is it?
Dimitri is going to have a fit when he sees me darken his doorstep.
Do you care?
Wildwind, here we come.
Oh, Helga, good morning.
Oh, Miss English. Go right in. Angelique's expecting you.
Thank you.
What, no... Get out of here, Edmund? Hellcat, I'm crushed.
Excuse me.
What's the matter? Where's the fire?
I'm in a hurry, so would you kindly get out of my way? Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, it looks like Dimitri's in a hurry, too.
Now see what you've done. You're always spoiling things.
What is all that about?
I have no idea. Looks like the lady of Wildwind finally lost her head.
I've always thought that woman's bun was wound a little too tight.
Brooke, so good to see you. Angelique, Edmund.
Hey, Angel, how you doing?
Well,
I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I just didn't expect to see you.
Well, Brooke asked me to come along. And
I hope that was all right.
I'm going to be behaving now, you know.
Well, you never do.
No, I promise. I promise. You know, that pact, I took it very seriously. Even though I just saw Dimitri just charge out of here, once again, I'm not even going to comment.
Dimitri had an appointment, and you can say whatever you'd like, because things are going so beautifully, you couldn't cause trouble between us if you tried. I thought that we could string lights in the trees and dance outside.
Oh, that sounds nice. You know, this is beautiful.
Well, it's getting there. It was sorely neglected. Edmund and I used to play here as children, remember?
Yeah, we used to bury treasure out here.
Edmund.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Mick, isn't it? You didn't expect to see him here.
Oh, is he working for you now?
Well, yes, our gardener needed some help, and so I hired Mick, and he and his grandmother moved out of the shelter, and they're living here now.
Oh, you're kidding.
In my old house?
No, that was too far away. They're in the cottage by the garage.
Does it bother you to have somebody living in that house?
No. No, I just expected her to erect a shrine or something, man.
Oh, that's good.
As a matter of fact, I could help the benefit, you know? We're selling tickets now for the grand tour, See the Boyhood Home of the Wayward Youth Who Made Good. The Fair Maiden returns.
You know, he really knows what he's doing.
Our gardener says that he's learning very fast.
Hey, you got your rose, huh?
Oh, isn't this gorgeous?
Yeah, but it pales next to you.
I hope this will make up for what I've done. You're the only one who knows the truth, and I trust you to reveal it in a way that causes the least harm to those concerned. You and only you can determine when the time is right.
Not like that. If you leave the root, it'll just come back. Can't you do anything right?
Shut up.
Edmund?
Oh, you done with the menu already?
Mm-hmm. All done.
She cooks. She cleans. She makes a souffle. She writes. She mothers. And she orders a gala faster than most people order takeout.
Well, it's Angelique's affair, and she has everything under control.
And you're modest to boot. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Why don't you skip the patter and tell me what's wrong? What is happening to you, and what does this house have to do with it? Isn't this your father's garden?
My father's garden. Wasn't that a play about 10, 20 years ago? No. I have always lived in the garden. Albie.
When your father worked here the entire time you were growing up, I mean, when you come back, how can you not be reminded of it?
I'll tell you what. You write it up, and you put it in a psychiatric journal.
You feel his presence. That's understandable.
It's always the easy way for you, isn't it, Edmund? That's why gardening's not good enough for you.
The old man would have a spasm if he saw this place now.
Why?
Well, it's gone to seed.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's because you're not a perfectionist.
Oh. I see things had to be perfect to satisfy your father?
Well, you know, the gardens at Versailles, they were just a little too freeform for him.
He wanted perfect order, huh?
Mm-hmm. You could say that. You'd be understating it.
Did he impose his sense of order on everything?
Yeah, he was good at his job, Brooke.
It's no wonder you can't see the nose in front of your face. You never take it out of a book. You're just like your mother. You're a mama's boy.
Look, get out of here, right? Gotta go.
What for?
I gotta go to the office. I got a copy deadline, and I have a boss that's a tyrant.
You have a boss who's a dream to work with, and you turned in your story last night. I already signed it off. You don't want to talk about your father, do you?
2 points for Sherlock.
Is there anybody who was kind to you? I mean, anybody who understood?
Well, you know, the whole house was filled with help, but alas, Brooke, there was no staff psychologist.
You know what I'm asking you? Was there anybody who understood what you were going through? There was, wasn't there? It was Angelique.
She was my partner in crime.
In crime?
Yeah, crimes against the established order. You know, servants' kids, they're supposed to be very quiet, obedient, grateful.
That wasn't you, was it?
Wasn't Angelique either.
So the two of you commiserated, right?
Yeah, we kind of had a bond formed, I don't know, from shame.
Shame?
Well, watching your parents grovel tends to do that to you, you know? My father was a world-class groveler. Helga ran a close second. So we used to actually turn it into a comedy routine. Alf, the groveling gardener, he bows, he scrapes, he licks their shoes.
So your father was one way with the Maricks and another way with you.
Well, compared to Alf Gresham, galley slaves were rebellious.
And your mother, was she submissive too?
My mother, oh, what could she do, you know? I mean, she's like a scared rabbit staring down a pack of wolves.
So Angelique was the only one who knew what you were going through.
Look, can we just get out of here?
Why? Because you don't want to tell me about your childhood?
What do you want to hear, Brooke? You want to hear the exact technique that my father used to kiss the Marrick's boots?
I want to know about you.
You want to hear about how he used to come home after fawning over Dimitri and just beat the crap out of my mother and me? Is that enough, Brooke? Have we bonded?
Your father.
My father was an angry man.
Did he know how you felt about him? I mean, obviously you didn't respect him. Maybe he was ashamed of what he did for a living. Maybe that's where some of that rage came.
He just hated me. You understand? He hated everything about me. The way that I walked, the way that I talked, the way that I got...
What is the matter with you? Is it this house? Is it us?
What the hell are you making an issue out of this for?
You're the one who makes an issue. All right, every time something comes up about your past, it's like this shield comes up and it shuts me out, and I hate it.
Yeah? Well, I hate talking about my childhood, all right? It was a bunch of muck. My whole childhood was like that. I can't make it any clearer to you.
What is so terrible about being intimate?
Intimate? It's another one of those words, Brooke. We are intimate.
Yeah, we're intimate in bed. I want to know you. I want to know the whole you. I want to know the you that Angelique knows. Why can't I?
I see. You want me to dredge up my childhood pain so that you don't have to be jealous of Angelique?
I'm not jealous of anybody. You say you love me, and I believe you. And I love you, too. And that's why I'm trying to understand you. And that's why I wanted to be able to share.
Share. No. Remember, right from the beginning, share. No sharing. We had an agreement, all right? You want to dredge up some crud, you go someplace else.
I should go someplace else? Like where?
Yeah, like out of my life.
This is a new side of you, something I've never seen before.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, like father, like son.
Well, you can find your own way back to town. Or not.
Where's Brooke?
Well, she's probably halfway down Route 10 right now. She told me to thumb my way back to town.
What happened?
Well, Angel, it looks like I blew it again.
All this time, I thought you slept in high heels.
Oh, Lydia. Hi.
Is this a new regime, or... Because I know how you hate to sweat.
I hate a lot of things. And at least 5 of them right now are named Edmund.
What happened?
I walked out on him.
Well, maybe you should save a little strength for the walk back.
Who says I'm going back?
I don't know, it's just a guess. He does make you very happy.
Yeah, well, I'm not happy now. I'm angry, and I don't like being angry. It's a waste of my time, you know? My time is very precious to me. I have a magazine to run. I have a child to raise.
A romance to revel in.
Livia, I don't need other people's problems, okay? Really, I have enough work on my own, thank you very much. And I handle things much more efficiently before I tried to add romance to the mix.
Yeah, I used to be like that, too. Very efficient, you know. Time management down to the microsecond, a place for everything, everything in its place.
An orderly life, that's what I need.
I just have this question, and that's, if your life is 100% orderly, can you still call it a life? You peddled your way to an answer. Call me.
Well, she kept prodding and wouldn't stop, and so I just snapped.
What did you say to her, Edmund?
Well, I did a mean impression of Alf Gresham, the emphasis on mean.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, it's like I could feel him in there, you know, just trying to get out. I tried to keep him down, but nope.
Look, Brooke is a kind person. I'm sure she'd understand if you tried to explain it to her.
Try explaining the kingdom of Marick to somebody from the outside.
I don't know.
Well, try explaining my father, for instance. I mean, I tried like hell to be what he wanted me to be, you know, and the more I tried, the more he hated me. It's just not supposed to be like that. Why?
Well, maybe your challenge isn't trying to explain it to Brooke. Maybe it's trying to understand it yourself.
Maybe if I can do that, some of the other stuff will start to make sense.
Tough nut to crack.
Uh-huh.
Kids,
Yep.
I thought by now that he would trust me enough to open up, but then...
Bam, the door gets shut, right? Tell me about it.
You too? What? Who, Edmund?
Let's just say I've had it with the strong silent type.
You got me out. And now Brooke wants me to go back.